Welcome back, everyone, to the Tuesday edition of Sports Call. Brett Pritchard and Andy Graham here, taking you home on this Tuesday afternoon. Let's go to the Tiger Communications hotline and welcome in Austin Penny from Auburn Undercover. Austin, thanks for being on the program.
Oh, no problem, guys. Always a pleasure.
Well, Austin, as Andy and I talked about it, never would we have thought that any story would have been able to take the headline away from the first day of Auburn spring practice, especially coming out of a national championship appearance. But Auburn basketball found some way to do that. I don't know what the odds would have been if there would have been a line in Vegas, anything to trump Auburn's spring football practice notes, and nobody would have guessed Auburn basketball. But the hiring of Bruce Pearl definitely warrants that, and a lot of excitement around that. But let's shift focus and talk about Auburn at first day of spring practice, and we'll just kick it to you and let you give everybody a rundown.
Well, what you guys are talking about is right on. I woke up this morning thinking, all right, who's going to be the big guys that we see coming out in spring practice? And then, we watched the practice for the media window that we have. And, a little bit after that, we get the word that Bruce Pearl's hired, and it's a complete shift. You're exactly right about the headline. But today, a lot of things that we were looking at, the media window that we have, we get to see kind of position warm-ups, kind of where depth is, where depth is player-wise. And a couple things that stood out to me today was Daquil Williams. He's one of the newer guys who came in from Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. He was taking in some punt returns. He worked extensively with the punt return team, and he went 5-0 on all of his return attempts. What that means is, every chance he got in the rotation, he was able to field it perfectly and then take off, how Coach Tim Horton wants it to be done. That was one thing that it stood out to me. I know a lot of people want to know depth, especially spring. Things are going to be different. People are going to be coming back from injuries. One person that, kind of got banged up earlier in winter workouts was defensive end Ladarius Owens, and he wasn't out there today. So he may take some time to come back. We're thinking it's maybe a lower leg injury, but we haven't had anything confirmed, and it's really hard to put anything out there until then. But at defensive line, we at the first group we saw Carl Lawson out there, obviously a big part of last year's success. Gabe Wright, Jeff Whitaker was in the rotation, coming back off of his redshirt year, and Angelo Blackson, someone who has not gotten a lot of playing time, but he was actually a defensive end some, and then rotating in defensive interior. So that's gonna be some interesting things to see. Is some of the unexperienced players get some time to get into the rotation. Wide receiver, you're going to be seeing a lot of guys that are coming and making a name for themselves, like Daquil Williams. He's going to be a big part of the rotation, but Marcus Davis is going to be trying to get in there. Sammy Coates, obviously, big season last year. He's going to be one of the guys to be looked upon, but a newcomer that was an early enrollee that I think has a good chance to see some playing time fairly early is Stanton Pruitt. He's out of the Atlanta area. He's a slight guy. He's real shifty. He's elusive. And he's got an opportunity to come in here, because he's getting in early and he's getting these reps and make a name for himself. Whether it's kick returns, which he worked at today, or playing special teams, he's gonna get a chance to make a name for himself. And that's really what the spring practice is all about. And I think that's a big thing that these newcomers are going to have, and especially some of the guys that are still fighting for those positions that want to get into the starting lineup.
Well, Austin, two of the big things about this spring that Gus Malzahn came right out and said in his opening press conference was that Trevon Reed was indeed going to move to cornerback and Jonathan Ford was going to move to safety. How did they look in their new positions today? And do you think that's a move as far as depth is concerned to fill some needs, or was that just a move that maybe Trevon Reed was hoping maybe looking at his future maybe because the wide receiver depth was a little he was not going to get into the rotation?
Well, I think you have a point there. That the wide receiver rotation was getting fairly deep, and a lot of the newer guys were coming in, and Trevon understands is his last year, and he played some cornerback in high school, so this is not a new ordeal for him. So he changed from number 1 to number 25 for those of you that want to know, and obviously you're going to think back. Well, when Kyle Frazier switched over to defense, he moved to 25. So is that the new trend? I don't know. But what the thing with Rudy Ford, Jonathan Ford, is him moving from running back to cornerback last year was kind of a depth thing. He could play either position. A lot of people wanted to see him at running back because what they saw him do last year when he had the chance. But he's a talented cornerback, and he can do that too. So now that he switches to safety, you kind of think, wow, okay, well that has to be a depth thing, and it may be, but I think it's more of he may be a little bit better at safety right now in his career to be able to contribute earlier. And you also have younger guys at cornerback that are going to play, like Cameron Melton. He's going to be a guy that's going to be able to contribute a lot more this year. And also, at safety, you want to make sure that you have people that can come out there and be ready for the spring and get those reps. And he'll be able to get some of those reps that Josh Holsey's kind of taking it slow from his injury last year. And he was out there. He had his knee brace. He was walking through and doing a lot. But, that's going to be the big thing right now. Is I think it is a little bit depth. I think it's because of the depth, just a little bit. But I also think that it's because he can come in and have a bigger role for Auburn at safety.
We've got Austin Penny on the phone with us from Auburn Undercover. And, Austin, a couple of different positions I want to talk about before we let you go. First being the linebacker position. Auburn did a good job of going out and signing some big-time linebackers, but won't see them until fall workouts and fall practice. So Casanova McKenzie, Chris Frost, obviously are two guys a lot of people want to know about. And then the offensive line, because Auburn only did go out and sign 2 offensive linemen in Braden Smith and Xavier Dampier. So what you see on that offensive line here in the spring is probably a good chance of what you're going to see as the starting line, unless Braden Smith is able to really come in and bust into the lineup. But talk about those 2 positions.
We'll start with offensive line because a big thing about OL is going into the spring, you want to try to get that locked in for the summer. And when we talked to Gus Malzahn Monday, yesterday, he was telling us a little bit about how important it is to get that lineup, kind of set in stone. A lot of time you can't do it, but it's important to get it done so you know what you're working for. And at first team today, we saw Pat Miller at left tackle with the first team, and then obviously Alex Kozan, Dismukes, and Slade in the inside, and then Avery Young at the right tackle. And I think that's what a lot of people kind of thought would happen. And I think Pat Miller has a good chance of just keeping that left tackle spot. But obviously, the more practice, the more evaluations that go on, the more the coaches understand and learn, they're going to put these guys where they need to be to make Auburn the best team that they can be. And as of now, that's what it looked like. And you're right about, kind of depth of not signing as many people this year or last year, which that's going to be a need. That's going to be a big thing in the 2015 cycle. So as of now, like I said, that's the first team that we saw out there. And kind of switching gears to linebacker, Chris Frost and Casanova McKenzie were the guys out there today. And people are wondering, is Chris Frost going to switch to will linebacker, be weak side? Is Casanova going to switch and be strong, or be Mike at middle linebacker? And today you really couldn't tell. You couldn't really tell who was what because of they weren't lining up against an offense. It was a drill. There some things like that. But either way, both of those guys are really athletic. They have a lot of skill, and they're going to be able to contribute a lot. And one guy that I would really pay attention to this year is Cameron Toney. A lot of people were excited about him coming to Auburn 2012 and being one of those guys or 2013, excuse me, and being one of those guys that could come in and be a guy redshirted. I think now he's gained 7 pounds, which people say, 7 pounds, it's a lot to gain that kind of weight and muscle. And he looks good. And I think that Auburn down the road, they're going to have a really good team overall depth because of this spring.
Well, Austin, we really appreciate you giving us a rundown on how spring practice went here on day one with all the Auburn basketball and Bruce Pearl talk out there. I know a lot of people were itching to find out how spring got underway. So we look forward to having you back on soon and continuing to keep us updated on spring practice throughout spring.
You got it, guys. Anytime.
Austin, thanks so much. That's Austin Penny with Auburn Undercover, Andy, and does a tremendous job. And when we come back, we'll continue discussion about this Auburn spring practice. Continue to take your calls on the Bruce Pearl hire. What's your thoughts on that Bruce Pearl hire? A lot of excitement throughout the country. A lot of positive publicity for Auburn today on that hire. Stay tuned. More of the Tuesday edition of Sports Call right after this.